I'm just here to give my thoughts on the Republican National Convention. What up, my sippers and stoners? It's me, Anna DK, checking in once again, and I'm here with another politics fix. Now, y'all know I am definitely your progressive voice for the 2020 race and beyond. But today, we're talking about the 2020 race, and I'm just here to give my thoughts on the Republican National Convention. It's been going 2 days now, okay? And I decided that I was going to go ahead and do a video now. Might be 2 videos because I don't want to talk too long. But I'm going to do a video now because I've decided I'm not watching any more of it. It is traumatic to me to watch the RNC. I don't know how many lies they told. I got lost in the lies and misleading statements, okay? I just want to start right there. But definitely a few things come to mind when I think about the first 2 days of the RNC. And I guess I'll just start with fear, hate, racism. Okay, so that pretty much described day 1, okay? They have decided that they're going to take what they used to win in 2016 and kick it up several thousand notches, okay? They evoked the fear of, oh my God, Joe Biden's going to do away with the suburbs, and then they are going to come into your neighborhoods and disrupt your quiet neighborhoods. They definitely used that old chestnut. They had the couple that pulled the automatic assault weapons on the nonviolent protesters that were walking past their home. Yep, they had them as speakers too. That, you know, they're the one that said that Joe Biden gonna get rid of the suburbs. I thought that was real interesting, but yeah, they had them. Nikki Haley, okay? Or, hold on, let me pronounce her real name. Namrata Randhawa. That's her real name. Now, here's the thing. I spent my entire life not even knowing that she wasn't a white woman. She's been white woman passing for as long as I've even heard of her. Who is Nikki? So she stands up to talk about how racism doesn't exist in America, right? But very swiftly talked about how she was the daughter of immigrant parents and that the dad wore a hijab and the mom wore or I'm not exactly sure if it's, you know, the other way around, but they both wore traditional garments. How she had to deal with discrimination. Like, in the same paragraph that you said racism doesn't exist, that's what you're doing. So not only have you denied your heritage so that you can pass in a white ass society, but you then, once you pass as Nikki Haley, now racism doesn't exist, probably because you're passing as a white woman. So then there's that. What about the people who don't pass as white women? What about your mom and your dad who still wear traditional Muslim garments? What about them? Would they say that America is not racist? I'm just wondering. She was especially disappointing. That's all I'm saying, okay? I definitely wrote some notes down, so I'm going to refer to those throughout the video, okay? Herschel Walker. I don't really have anything else to say about him, okay? They spoke a lot about Biden's America, right? And when they spoke about Biden's America, they used the same shit that's happening in Trump's America right now. I thought that was interesting. That was really interesting, okay? Tim Scott comes on, and he talks about how Democrats want a socialist society and all of that good shit. Matt Gaetz came on. We know we can't stand him in the first place, but Matt Gaetz comes on to talk about how they want to take away your Second Amendment. Oh, and they're sending MS-13 gang members to your suburbs in order to kill you and your family. I forgot about that. If Biden gets elected, that's exactly what's going to happen, according to Matt Gaetz. They also said that Democrats want a socialist utopia. I don't know if they know what the meaning of utopia is, but utopia actually is a positive term. It means good, right? So yeah, Democrats want a utopia. Do they want a socialist utopia? Of course not. Of course not. They're trying to paint Biden as this like far left radical candidate when Biden is about as Democrat in name only as I've ever met. He is definitely, if Dino exists, he's that. He's a moderate Democrat. He is like a center right Democrat or like a moderate Republican. He's right in the middle, but he's right leaning. And all of his voting shows that. But somehow they're trying to paint him as like a radical leftist or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, it was just disappointing all the way around. They kept using phraseology like China Communist Party, the China virus, how they trying to hijack the whole movement for police brutality and the uprising that's happening in the country. It's turned into this. No, it hasn't. It's still mostly peaceful protests. Yes, there are some unorganized violent acts that are happening, but what do you expect when all you guys show us is violence? I'm just saying, but okay. They also are painting a picture like, everything is fine, but if you elect Biden, things are not going to be fine. I don't know how tone deaf a person can be, but here's the thing. Things are not fine for the vast majority of the country. Things are only fine for that top 1%. And while that might be cool for you, that's not going to be cool for everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all I really got to say about that. I think I'm going to do a separate video for part 2. Yeah, I'm going to do a separate video for like the second night, okay? But until then, I'm Miana DK. And I love y'all. I swear I do.